South Dakota ended its regular season on Saturday afternoon in Fargo against North Dakota State, and here to talk about that and more is head coach Bob Nielson. And Bob, I know things had gone so well for you guys. You're coming off that huge win against South Dakota State. Certainly there was some concern, I think, going in, at least on the exterior, about how you guys would respond to that emotional victory. Obviously, things didn't go the way you had hoped up in Fargo. Do you feel like there was some carryover? Did that lead to any of that?
I'm not sure it was carryover, but when you play a team like North Dakota State and you play at their place, you've got to get off to a good start, and we didn't do that. They made a couple of big plays early. We turned the ball over. As a result, we're behind early in the game, and they're a very difficult team to play from behind against. And they executed really well. Give them a lot of credit. I think they played some of their best football of the year, and we didn't.
Defensively, you guys have been so strong, so much improvement on that side of the ball, and I thought all season long you did a really great job in the running game, in particular in containment, and that part was one piece that seemed to be missing on Saturday. What did the Bison do that other teams had not been able to do against you?
Well, they're really good, number one. They got the ball to the perimeter. We didn't execute some things that we needed to against that perimeter run game. Looking back on it, probably needed to put our guys in a little better positions. We had some opportunities to make tackles, too, that we didn't. And against a team like that, if you miss a tackle with some of their explosive players, they're capable of taking it the distance. And they did that a couple of times. The disappointing thing was the consistency in which we let them run the football, and that's something that we have been pretty good against. And so from that standpoint, we got to be better.
So with that loss, you end up the regular season at 7-4 and 5-3 in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. Certainly a solid regular season for you and your program here in 2021. But then the anxious times kind of set in, right? Because there were only a few teams that had the luxury as of Sunday morning that they knew they were in, and you were one of the teams that needed to get that call. And can you just talk about the gauntlet of emotions you guys were experiencing on Sunday?
Well, honestly, felt pretty confident. I thought our body of work was such that we deserved to be in the playoffs, and particularly with the results of Saturday, when a lot of the teams that maybe were on the bubble below us lost as well. But going through the selection show, I'll have to admit, your heart starts to race a little bit. The more and more teams that get called, and the fact that they're not calling your name, and. Sure. When Northern Iowa went in, I felt really good about that because I didn't see any way that they could have gone in above us based on we had more wins in the league and beat them head to head, and it just so happened that we were the last team to get named, which was a little bit unnerving, but really excited for our guys.
Well. And that you bring up Northern Iowa, and that's certainly worth talking about because with Northern Iowa getting in, the Valley gets 6 teams in the field. That does not happen very often. What's that say about the state of this league right now?
Well, it shows respect for the quality of teams, and it also shows the respect that our league deserves because of our non-conference record. The fact that when you compare us to leagues like the Big Sky, and Northern Iowa had a big win over a Big Sky opponent. We were 2-0 over the Big Sky. And many of the other teams in our league, were perfect in the non-conference. That's why you play those games, to show the strength of your league for potential playoff berths down the road.
How about the matchup? You get Southern Illinois, so a team you're very familiar with. You did not see them in the regular season, and some think that that's a pretty big reason why you got paired up against the Salukis. But first thoughts on the matchup as you saw it, and the fact that, hey, first and foremost, the thing that really stands out, you get to play this one at home. First time since 1986 that South Dakota's had a home playoff game.
Yeah, that's a great thing. I had no idea. I didn't realize that it had been that long since University of South Dakota had actually hosted a playoff game. And to do that and the newly renovated dome for our fans, a pretty special opportunity for this team and for the community. Southern Illinois, very, very good football team, like every team in the Valley is. A team that's proven their worth with some big wins as well during the course of the year. They're going to present some major challenges for us, but excited to give our guys another opportunity to play against a really good football team.
Talk about the week ahead, too. Obviously, the preparation, I'm sure there's not a lot of things that change. It's just another football game in a lot of ways, but at the same time, I think safe to say that intensity is going to ratchet up that much more.
Yeah, the opportunity to play in the playoffs, you start over. It's like a new season. I think coming out of that North Dakota State game is exactly what our team needs. A chance to play for something really special and with new goals, and to do that and have the opening round at home, I know our guys will be really excited.